There was also something that David and I found to be strangely optimistic about Irv, and the fact that he really was a man who just said, look, I've been born into a situation, but it's not the situation I want. You know, why should I accept that? Am I just going to sit back my whole life and say, yeah, I got born this way and not try to change it? And he said, no, I'm going to change it. I'm going to create myself. You know, it's a little bit sort of Pygmalion-like. If he says, no, I'm not happy, and why should I be? You know, I'm going to become somebody who has a more exciting life, who has a more romantic life, who has really something to live for and something that exhilarates him each and every day. And, you know, who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that. And just the difference is that in search of this bigger truth that Irv is after, he's willing to tell as many lies as he has to in order to get there. In Amy's character and Sid, he's found a genuine soulmate, because he's someone who has created this front, this false persona, but which he believes is his own real true self. And finally he meets this lady, Sid, who sees him exactly for who he is. He doesn't have to pretend anything, and he's always had to do that. He's always had to lie about a little something in his mind, you know, for the greater truth, the bigger truth, justifiable lies. And suddenly with her, he doesn't have to do anything. She sees him for exactly who he is, and he's used to people just walking out the door, and she stays. And so this is stunning to him. You know, he's almost embarrassed by the fact that he's getting affection from this lady when she knows so much about him. And that's a real nice little sweet love story, you know, between the two of them. In many ways, like an actor, it's absolute belief in what you're doing. You don't allow a second's hesitation or doubt to enter, so that you actually come to, you know, you manage to stay objective, and that, you know, you understand cut. As an actor and as a con man, you do understand there's a purpose to this, but you're starting to get to that point where you're almost kidding yourself. And when you're able to do that, then inevitably you're going to be kidding other people successfully. I remember a scene with Jeremy, who does a wonderful job as Mayor Polito. I remember a scene with him, and you know, it was a tiny little scene, but you know, we would just keep rolling, and that's very nice with David. We keep rolling, and you know, I know my character. I'm able just to go, right, just leave me be. I'll sit here and have a conversation as the character for 20 minutes if you want, and we just keep rolling, and it end up being a 7-minute, you know, long take. And whereas originally it probably would have been, you know, 30 seconds. So we did that a lot, and David really loves that kind of ownership of your characters. He would come over and we would walk around, and it was this sort of bucolic little back in, and you know, he very much liked, you know, not sitting in front of first draft, but, you know, just coming and talking, and we'd talk about, well, what the hell is this story? What could it be? What's the best it could be? What really interests us about it? What makes us want to go take 2-3 months to film this, and that we're still going to be interested throughout? And you have to be able to discover stuff as you're still filming. And so we'd have these great, you know, sort of cramming sessions, and then we'd be talking on the phone all the time, just, you know, I had just another idea, yeah, this, and this is an element, and, you know, and essentially the whole reinvention of a con man, not about being the con, not so much about the skill of the con, but about the motivation and the heart of a con man. And how truly different is it really from any one of us? Don't we all con a little bit in order to try to be something else? And is that really so bad? You know, shouldn't we all wish to achieve happiness of some sort? He's got this love of art. You know, he just adores art, the beauty of that. You know, this is something he would never be able to talk about with any of his friends. He'd be mocked, they'd laugh at him, he'd be kicked in the arse, and But he has that, you know, it's his secret little thing that he's able to share with Sid, and that's his real dream. He wants to have a little gallery, no matter how small. He wants to be someone that can finally get a loan, you know, because that's very much what it's all about. It's about people who just, the banks have no interest in. You know, it's that old thing of, you know, look, a bank will give you tons of money if you've already got tons of money, but you got no money, no, you got no hope. And so he's having to face that his entire life. But just all he's saying is, I just want to appreciate art, and I want to sell art to people. Let me bloody get there, please.